Begin with your feet hips width and parallel. Soften your knees. Place your hands in between your hip bones and smooth out your breaths. Arrive in your body. Touch in at the heart space. Know that you are sacred. Bring your hands high up around your ribs and feel the space in between. Bring your hands behind your head for extension of the spine. Lean into a backward bend. Nice soft knees. Let it be about your thoracic spine. And then flex. Tuck in and drive your elbows tight to your hip bones. Back and forth. Extend. And then round flex. Tuck your hips underneath you. Inhale, open across your collarbones and chest. Support your skull with your hands. Keep the length and tuck your elbows tight to your hip bones. Go to the side, S-grip and inspire. Activate the lats. Lean into the right foot. Float the left heel nice and light from the ground. Put it back down and switch sides. Just getting comfortable with contralateral movement. Right heel lifts up. Squeeze into your left side body. Stack your elbows. Center your head. Come into the center. Open across your chest. Flex your spine. Go to the right side again. Squeeze the right side body. Squeeze the left side body. It's a journal prompt, it's a writing prompt, it's a movement prompt. Do what feels good. Teacups in both hands. Bring your hands facing up by your sides. Go out the other way. Raise your teacups high to the sky and without spilling, wrap them around and all the way through, passing your ribs. Release. Open up your stance, heel toe, hands to hips. As your knees and toes clock out, feel the glutes inspired and activated. Brace into the low belly and sink down into your legs. Feel again, palpate your ribs, be your own best massage therapist. Reach to the side, let your hand wrap around your ribs, make connection with your tissue, sense into your bones. Switch sides, just reaching lateral in a horse pose. From the center, lift the right heel up, press into the ball mount, and then pivot the leg in. Pivot your leg bone internally. Drop your arm, follow suit like you're fielding a softball or a baseball. The shoulders internal, the thumbs torquing out. Spin into a lateral horse. Let it be a little bit of a brain tease. Come back to center, your reset. Lift your heel and then pivot your leg bone in. Wrap your arm bone in, field a softball, a baseball. And then sweeping your arm overhead, you'll naturally circle into a laterally flexed horse position. Trust yourself. Give yourself permission to explore. Wrap your legs in, knees coming in on one another, toes pointing in on one another. Open up your sacrum space. Point your thumbs down, elbows to the side, palms facing out. Feel that spaciousness across your upper back. Try lifting your heels, squeezing your knees in on one another. Neutral hips slope down, point the knees down. And then coming up, wrap the right arm behind your back. Cup your shoulder if that feels good with the opposite hand to feel the space in between your chest and your shoulder. Switch sides. Wrap the left arm behind your back. Let the right hand cup into that webbing in between your shoulder and your chest. Come back to center. Reach down with a sharp elbow. Get your arm in between the legs for a bind. S-grip the hands. Pull, squeeze tight. And then let your eyes slowly turn up to the sky. Spine is long. Ground the bottom hand and reach up. Spine stays long, hips anchored back, but the heels are light with weight. Fold. Roll up, roll your shoulders back, reset. A little rebound, discharge some energy out through your feet. And then palms facing out to get your upper back to open. Reach down in between your legs, behind the knee, and the hands meet in an S grip. Squeeze tight. Include the thumbs in the grip if you can. And then with a long spine, lean your head back in line with your tailbone. And then ground the bottom hand. Reach up, stack your shoulders. Level your hips. And then fold. Roll up, tuck your chin in tight to your chest. Roll your shoulders back and then let your arms just swing, release. Crossing one on top and then the other, of course. Remember, your brain is in your body, your consciousness is in your body. Shift onto that right leg, raise the left, and then sensing from the bone, just let it swing. Let the leg bone hang heavy down out of the hip socket. Add a little hop too. Such a great release for the deep muscle in the body called the iliopsoas. Shift the weight onto the other leg and get the right leg just swinging. Feel the weight of your leg bone pulling down. Create space and traction. Add a little hop. Slow it down and release your feet. Feel. Widen your feet a little bit, hip circles, lean the weight, shift the weight, and explore the hips. Tucking up underneath you, deep posterior tilt. Pushing your hips to the side and then back so your femur bones can root into the hip sockets. Just moving around in circles. Exploring concentric circles in your body. Moving our body in all the planes that are available to us. Shift into the right foot, float the left leg up, let it be loose, rock it side to side. And then rounding forward, scoop down and underneath your foot. And for pigeon, balancing, put your ankle on your quad. Your foot is flexed, push into it with your hand. Put your hands to the ground if you need, or maybe the hands rest on your sacrum. Either way, eyes forward, belly in. Pick your leg up and then slow put it down. Shift the weight, pick up the right. Sense from the bones, let it swing side to side heavy. Reach down, grab your foot that's flexed. Put your ankle on your quad. Sit back, lean back. Put some pressure against your foot and your foot pushes back into your hand so that it's isometric. Hands to the ground, your back. When you're ready, come up and drive that knee higher. Go deeper into your groin and then release your foot back down to the ground. Big sweeping sun salutation, reaching up and then anchoring your hips back and down. Explore your back bend. Anchor your hips and then find a halfway lift before completely folding forward. Weights a bit in the front of your feet. Bring it down to your hands and knees. And then 90-90, right leg in front, foot flexed. And then left leg is in a 92. From the hip to the knee to the ankle, we can draw a 90-degree angle. Feel your hips and then deviate, twist off to the side. Let your shoulders dip down. Lengthen the spine and rotate. Just find organic movement. Give yourself permission. You're a great teacher. As you center, let the back leg lift, let it hover, and then really slow, bring it forward. Feel the butt bones set down on the ground, and we can switch sides. 90-90, feet flexed. Lengthen, feel your hips. Deviate, twist to the side. Lengthen and rotate the right ribs down. Pulse your shoulders. Look back and up. Just look where you want to go. Slow lean so you can lift the right leg, and really slow, playing with your mobility, bring it around. Crossed in front of you, flex feet, deep groins. Sit tall and fold. Draw circles. Let your hands be utilized against the legs, holding on, pushing away. And we're simply trying to make space in the low back, make space in the hip sockets, our hip creases. Trust yourself. Go lateral, reach to the side. All we're doing is covering the 6 movements of the spine. Go lateral, reach to the side, and then twist and rotate back. The 6 movements of the spine is a complete practice in its own right. Get centered, and then we'll do a little bit of breathing. Close off the right nostril. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale from the left side. Full, complete breath cycles. Close your eyes. Feel your breath go into your brain. Your brain is in your body. Release your hand and take a breath through both nostrils. And then other side. Close off the left nostril. Inhale, exhale long through the right. Take a few integrating breaths through both nostrils.